my dissertation for my final major project. My idea, I'm going to keep it quite basic for you, is an action-based short film of between 4 to 5 minutes, but based on questionnaire feedback, it might change between 5 and 6, and you'll see why later on. It's going to include quite a sensitive subject, but not overly sensitive. That's why the target audience is going to be for 18 to 34-year-olds, because I think the younger generation is not going to quite understand the significance of what's actually happening in the story. That's the same reason why I've gone for the demographic classes of C2D and E, which is lower class working people, as they will be able to understand the storyline a bit better. It is aimed to be for male and female, so unisex, but as it's an action short film, it might attract more the male population and the female population because of all the superhero films stuff mainly target males, but they're trying to add more females to it as well, which is what I plan to do. This is my main questionnaire result. The main age is between 21 and 30 years old, which is what I thought it was going to be anyway. And like I said, male is 75% more popular than female for watching short films as well. But what I'm most shocked about is that my questionnaire feedback, most people prefer to watch feature films than short films, which I thought was a little bit of a shock, because short films is quite accessible really, because you can get it on all different kinds of platforms. So I'm going to really focus on how to try and advertise it as much as possible. Most people say that the short film should be 5 minutes or longer, and so I'm thinking between 5 and 6 minutes rather than 4 and 5. A lot of people say they're watching on YouTube, that's where the video is going to be uploaded. I'm also going to promote it on social media, that's why I asked about what social media is used most. As to Facebook, it's good that it gets promoted on Facebook. And I asked quite a big question about cliffhanger, because I've noticed recently a lot of short films, they can have cliffhangers to move on to the next ones. And most people seem to like the idea of that, so that's going to go into my idea. I've got a couple of competitors here. None of them are really direct competitors to what I particularly want to make, but they are famous for what they do. David Attenborough is a sort of new action film, short film, but he likes to do a lot more humour, despite being quite packed with action, and obviously mine's not going to have humour in it. Martin Stoker is just a veteran of directing short films, producing them, editing, everything. He's sort of like the king of short films. So with that kind of experience is always going to be a competitor against your work. And Benjamin Cleary, he's recently won an Oscar for his work in the short films. And he's been nominated for several awards recently over the last couple of years. For my text, I've gone for two very similar ones. This Kung Fury is a believe it's an Oscar-winning short film, and it's very well made. There's a lot of special effects used. It's got that sort of action and comedy kind of theme, and the target audience, even though it's quite special effects and it's action comedy, it still relates to every single target audience, which makes it a really successful film, and that's why it's one of the best ever. The budget for that was actually $600,000, which might sound like a lot, but if you compare that to other short film productions, especially in today's society, that's barely anything compared to short films now. And another one for something that you've probably never heard of. It's called Inango, I believe that's how it's pronounced. It's a student film that was made, I believe it was last year or the year before, and it was very different because it was very action-based, sort of similar to what I want to do, apart from it focused more on sort of a gang theme, which obviously is a lot more related to teenagers, which is obviously I'm aiming towards teenagers, but the later age teenagers. So it was I kind of wanted to compare the difference between the two. You could tell the difference between the professional one and a student kind of film, so I know particularly which one I want to aim to try and do. Why I think my project will be successful is it's a quite different idea, it's a quite niche subject. Even though action's done a lot in short films, especially a lot recently, my actual idea development is a lot different to other ones. It's quite a simple idea, but I reckon it could be very effective with the camera shots and the locations I'm going to use, and also the fact that I'm going to have semi-professional actors involved in it with me. Some of them are close friends, some of them are not. So they've done a lot of acting work before, and they've done some for me as well, which is really going to help with the experience going on to the production. I'm hoping to film in the middle of April, when they're free, because they're on tight schedules, because they're doing other acting roles as well, so it's nice of them to offer to fit me in. Is there just any questions?